Hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit. How are you today? I just thought reason my channel's been getting on so good is because I say what I think, and here's one of them times. Now, last week I got in a little bit of trouble for actually saying the truth, and it's about time to say a bit more, I think. Now, all these shows and prize giving things from the media are all done and dusted with. They're backslapping. They've all come back from these events. They got the little tuxedo on, holding their plastic trophy. I'm sure they're all really nice people, but they've been hoodwinked because there is no fucking difference from a month ago. Now, people have a go at me for saying what is the truth. What is the difference that all these people have made? What have they done? And they're nice people, but they're not hard enough. Because that's why they go into these places. The people know that they don't know how to bargain with these people. And since the protest last year, let me tell you what has happened. Nothing. The only reason that we got an extension onto the current system is because there was a general election and they were afraid to carry on into the election and Labour would lose their votes. Remember I said it at the time. So there is no difference whatsoever to the scheme. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm prepared for anybody to say down here in the comments below. There's lots of big mouth YouTubers about there. You tell me what difference is in that scheme to what was there last year. Nothing. There is no more to help the farming community. Hugh Ranker-Jones has done more, to be honest with you. I never thought I'd be saying that. He has done more himself than anybody in the farming community. I never thought I'd be saying that. So there's lots of patting people on the back, lots of great columns in the Farmers' Weeklies and the Guardian, but nothing has been done. Not a jot. In fact, the scheme is going ahead full bore, and it's only going to last 3 years, and there'll be another change again then. People are blind to it all, and I know about being blind. If you can't see it, people, you're closing your eyes to it. And I don't just mean in Wales, I mean in the UK. I mean in the UK, the farming in the UK has been treated the same. Like after I saw that fact the other day where only 2.2 billion was being spent on farming and agriculture in the UK and 4.7 billion was being spent on boat people last year. That should tell you enough. Nobody gives a toss about farming. They're going to import it, whatever, and you can pat yourselves on your back, give you all these little prizes, these little plastic trophies, say how great you all are, but there's no difference. And don't make me being into a bad person for telling the truth. Because I learned over the years, when your friends tell you the truth, it always is the truth. And I fully support farming. We've got the best farmers in the world, all over the UK. Now last year, I remember following a piece that said there was a ring-fenced 60 million in Scotland that had gone missing. So ring-fenced agricultural money. Now that was for 2 years it went on for. It was 30 million a year, I think. And everybody said, oh, it's going to be put back. This year it's come out. I actually heard this off Andrew Neil on The Spectator. All that money has been spent on wage rises for the civil service in Scotland. That's how much they think of the agricultural community. So 60 million just gone in a flash. And they lied to tell you where it gone. Now the same thing is going to happen with all this. And I'm just not afraid to say it. I'm not beholden to anybody. The farming unions, all of them, have succeeded in nothing. Not a thing. They might pretend and like to pretend they have. They haven't succeeded in anything. We still have no farming policy in the UK, except, like Tim Farron said the other day, to stop producing food. So that is the farming policy, and the farming unions, all of them, and the farming press think that's progress. Sustainable progress of not feeding the population. We're producing only 40% of the food to feed the population, and there's a hillbilly halfwit like me is the only person who's got the guts to say it. I find that pretty daft, to be honest with you. Most of the smaller farmers in Wales are on less than a person is on the dole. At least, probably 40% of them. Of course, there's farms that make a lot of money, but that's like in any industry. But there's a lower section of the farming that's forgotten about. And I said this before in the other video when they went a bit mad. We're actually being thrown into the dustbin, and all that money that would have been given to the smaller farmers is being given to the sustainable academics, because they lost their little money tree and from Europe. So maybe some other people won't like this video again, but I tell you the truth. I can't understand why we're stopping the arable community in the UK producing food. I think it's idiotic. Absolutely idiotic. You've got best farmers in the world are producing everything, especially arable, and you're getting them to plant flowers in there. Paying them to plant flowers. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. When there's people not enough to eat, genuinely. I can't get my head around it, to be honest with you. But what do I know? I'm just a small farmer, and it's not about me. I don't care. I'll carry on. I won't give up. But lots of people with families will be in a position like that guy the other week. That big farmer in Wales had to sell his farm because of the TB just destroyed it. There was no way for him to go, and he's one of the bigger farmers in Wales, a good farmer. It's going to happen to farms you think it'll never happen to. There'll be big farms next to you in bankruptcy in the next couple of years, all sizes, and nobody gives a toss because they're busy patting themselves on the back because they've held a placard up. It's got nowhere. I bet you the people in charge of it who are deciding all this are laughing their heads off because they've succeeded in doing everything they wanted, and there's absolutely nothing in the policies that have changed. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. We may as well not have done anything because there's zero difference in the farming policy in Wales. Nothing. So I thought I'd better say that. It'll probably wake a few up again and they get a bit upset, but truth always gets people upset, see? They don't like to hear it. So ta-da, all the best, Gaz.